Hello, Trev here again from Trevs Bees. Today's little video is going to be about hive tools and about how we use them. Pretty much like beekeepers, there's almost as many different types of hive tools as there are different beekeepers. So I've got a small sample here today of the common type of hive tool. This is the standard Kelly type hive tool and the standard J-hook. We have variations of the J-hook and we have variations here of the Kelly tool. My preference is a combination of the Kelly tool with the J-hook, and this is the hive tool that I use every day I'm in the bees. This is standard Kelly tool, stainless steel. This is a standard high-speed, hardened pry bar that's available through the likes of Bunnings, Mitre 10, or your standard tool shed. I've painted it black, and this is a Fuller brand, pretty cheap, and they work well. This is the standard J-hook and a slightly different copy of it. This is stainless steel, and I think this one's stainless steel as well. Painted orange to help find it in the grass. And this is a J-Kel hive tool, a flashed up version of the J-hook with a strengthening rib in it and serrations at the end to help with the lifting. I'll show you that in a minute. And a wider blade than the standard tools. Now, how do we use the hive tool? This is the standard sort of configuration that you're going to meet with when you come out into the field. The bees, as we all know, love making propolis, and that's the bee glue. They fill it up into all the gaps where there's drafts and such like, and it glues the whole hive together. You can't just pull it apart with your hands, so we need to use the hive tool. Lifting this box off is an impossibility. So with the hive tool, we can reach under here and use it as a crowbar and lift the toolbox up. One use. Sometimes though, it is so stuck that you can't get your hand in there and you have to bang the hive tool in. One of the things I don't like about this little hook on here, it can be hard on the hand at the end of the day. This one is even sharper, and that's why I like the Kelly tool, because when I put the tool in here I can give a good bang on the flat of the tool and push it well into the box. We now find we've shifted that box off, and now we're going to look as though we're going to work the hive. Okay, now we're going to show you how to actually use the hook tools inside the box to manipulate the frames. Remember that all these frames are completely glued up with propolis. You can't push them apart with your hands like these brand new ones. Everything is jammed up. So we need to, I work from one side, work across. So what I like to do is move all the frames to the far side and then work from this edge and work back the other way. So here's how we do it. Get the Kelly tool, we put it in here and we leave it apart like so. Hold on, just move these tools. And then we do the next one, and the next one, the next one, the next one. And away we go, and we can move all those frames very simply. I like to do one at a time, otherwise sometimes you can actually break the frames because the tension across here is so great. With the J hook, worked exactly the same, put it in here, break them apart like so. And it doesn't matter which one, they still all do the same thing. However, we've now got to the stage where we need to actually lift a frame out. And this is where the J hook comes in so well. You put the pointy bit down here, using the little shoulder that's on here, comes down, lifts up, and lifts the frame up. Just a little tip, I'm right-handed. So always start at the left-hand end. Lift that up, you can now hold that. Reach to the right-hand end, lift that up, using that tool, pick it up, put it there, and now you can handle the frame. Using my version of Kelly tool, exactly the same as the J hook, put it down and I use the flat as that little shoulder, lift that end up, pick the frame up. Nice and simple. And I like the nice big hook that I make. The lighter weight version of the J hook works exactly the same. Pick up that end, lift it up. Notice the magic, tool never leaves the hand. Shouldn't ever get lost. The last one is the J-Cal. I like this beast. Very strong, can't bend the tool because it's got this big bend crease in the bar, but it works just the same. And you can, depending on how far apart your frames are, as to which one of these teeth you get to use. So close together, you use the first one or two teeth, pick it up, comes up just the same. Now if we've actually got the tool the bars further apart, we can still do exactly the same principle, but using those corrugations to give us more leverage. The basic principles of a Hive tool we explain. One more. The Kelly tool for lifting the frames out. Not quite as easy as the J hook, and that's why I modify my one. You can reach in here like that and pick that end up, and reach in there and pick that end up. But that has a habit of slipping off. Or you can reach under here and pick it up that way. One of the things I don't like about that actually digs into the frame, into the foundation. Just not quite so tidy. I'm not a big fan of just the straight Kelly tool. Some of the other uses for these tools, these hooks that we have on the ends of the tools. When we're doing maintenance on the frame, we want to clean out the wax out of here. This will actually fit down inside here, and we can use that to scrape the wax out of the frame. Same with this tool, we'll reach in, pull that wax out. I like to heat that up with a paint heat gun first, just to make it easier to get the wax out. We can scrape all these bars down with the bar, with the sharp edges. We can cut up into corners with the flat. Just a few extra uses. Maintenance of the hive box itself. This J-Cal has got this little hook in here, and that's designed to fit under here so you can actually clean the shoulders off of the hive. See how it works under there like that? You can also use it as a planer to plane the wax propolis off the inside of the hive. There's a little groove just here, and that's so you can clean the wires so you can re-foundation them. I don't bother, I always put on new wire. The J-hook will do the same thing. Reach in and you can pull down and clean those shoulders up. Well, that's it for the hive tools. I hope you've learned something about the different types of hive tool, how we can use them. Every beekeeper uses them slightly different, but that's just some of the things that I do. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube and on Facebook. We'll see you around in the beehive. Thanks.